a battle, then I'll take it to the street where there's no rules. Take hold the gloves, rip, twist it down. Gotta prove my skills, so get down. My lyrical depths to roll, battle smack down.
Hey DK, where are the Final Fantasy top 10s? Well guys, you see, unfortunately, I seem to have run out of interesting things to talk about. Plus, there's still a few Final Fantasy games I have yet to play. But that doesn't mean I can't make top 10s. This time, we are going to talk about
Persona!
A series that has completely consumed me to the point where I started speedrunning them. You can blame Persona 3 for this. I don't know what rock I was living under, but I should have played this game a long time ago. This game seems to be the one that took the series into a whole new direction. But unfortunately, it has a lot of problems. It was seen that Persona 5 was a big hit. So big in fact that people started playing the old Persona games so they could see what the fuss is all about. So, if you're one of those people who have yet to dive into Persona 3, there's a few things about this game you need to know. So let's go guys, this is my take on the top 10 things wrong with Persona 3 FES. Number 10, very long prologue. If you're playing this game because you love Persona 5, then this should be no surprise to you. It seems that every Persona game starts off the first 2 hours or so doing just nothing. There's no action, no freedom, just storytelling. Then about 2 hours later, you actually start playing the game. So why is this such a big deal in Persona FES? It's nowhere near as long as it was in Persona 4. If you're playing Golden, and you should, you can fast forward through it, but not in FES. Seriously, you can't even fast forward through them. You have to sit there and watch it. I understand that storytelling is a big part of the game, but in all honesty, this is gonna throw a lot of people off right from the get-go. Number 9, I'll let my blind stream speak for itself. Now, I've got just one very important question. If this thing, okay, shit. Look, I told you I love this game, but it's got some problems. They completely forgot about Firsttimers when they make this game. Okay, if this thing restores your SP, why the fuck doesn't the game tell you that? I mean, I think that's important information. As you would expect in an RPG, there are a lot of items, but in this game, half of them don't tell you what the hell they do. Of course, they realized they dropped the ball on this one, so as a Persona 4 and above, this is no longer a problem. Number 8, girls getting jealous. Of course, if you're dating a girl and you cheat on her, she's gonna get jealous, of course. So why was this little mechanic removed in later Persona games? Because it's annoying as hell. Social links are basically the very same thing as confidants. You spend time with certain characters, build up your relationships, which makes Persona of that same arcana level up more when you fuse them. The big problem with Persona 3 is that characters get pissed off if you don't see them for a while. For the dudes, it's not that bad, but for the girls, it's much worse. Once some of them reach a certain rank, if you talk to another girl after that, they'll get pissed off much more, which will result in the social link being reversed. The developers realized how annoying this shit was and has since then removed this annoying mechanic altogether and replaced it with you either hating yourself or getting your ass kicked. Sleeping table. Yes, this thing is a problem. Why? Because it is a huge difficulty spike. Now some are gonna argue that the natural dancer was harder, but no, sleeping table can go fuck himself. This thing has attacks that do over 200 damage to the entire party, and until you're around level 35 and 40, surviving can be very, very tough. It also has a few instant kill moves, including the infamous Fear Ghastly Well combo. I don't know how the hell I beat this thing on my first try, but somehow I did. According to my live stream viewers, I just got lucky. Grinding in this game can be pretty annoying, and we'll talk about that later when we get to number 4. Market newbies, floor 135. Make absolutely sure that you save your game before you fight this boss. Tell me something, was it too much to ask to put a fucking save point in the classroom? The reason why this is a problem is because of the social link and the character stat system. You might want to save your game before doing a social link. Maybe you just had a long boss fight after a full moon, and then the game took you straight to class without the opportunity to save your game. This means I need to return to the dorm first. The big problem here is that once you do this, the game automatically skips to nightfall. This of course is another thing that pissed off a lot of people, which is why in Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 you can save the game in your classroom.
I make my living as an elevator attendant, but I know several effective ways of inflicting pain. Don't worry, I'm not as fragile as I look. Try to kill me, if you can. Persona!
Oh fuck, where do I even begin with this one? Putting aside all the shit you gotta go through just to have a slight chance of beating her, we'll save that for another list. The main issue with this fight is the fact that it has unspoken rules, and if you break any of them,
your fate is in the card.
don't misunderstand me, I love this fight, but still, how about a little warning next time? Especially considering the fact that Elizabeth can actually kill you. Yes, the woman who's been helping you all this time can give you a game over. I guess at this point this really shouldn't be too much of a spoiler, because if you're into RPGs, I'm pretty sure there are two names you've come across, Elizabeth and Demi-Fiend. To this day, I have yet to fight Demi-Fiend. Is this guy really as hard as people say he is? You see, I was interested in letting this guy slide until I saw this.
Now you fucked up! You have fucked up now!
No, I'm not bullshitting you. The simple fact that this guy uses Titania is the sole reason why I'm going to take him down.
Iori is fatigued. Shouldn't you return?
Number 4, fatigue. Fuck this. After your character spends too much time in Tartarus, they get tired and become less effective in battle. At the beginning of the game, this happens a lot. This makes it very difficult for you to grind. You should win every normal battle, so it might not seem that bad at first, except for one minor detail. You're going to find yourself going back to the entrance for the sole purpose of healing up. If you do this when your characters are fatigued, they automatically return to the dorm for the rest of the night. Do you have any idea how annoying that shit is? What's worse is the fact that there is nothing that indicates when your character will get tired. Now later on in the game, this will not be a problem because your characters stay healthy for a very long time. Unfortunately, at the very beginning of the game, this is without a doubt one of the things that's going to piss you off the most. Let's take a look at the back of the box cover for Persona 4. It specifically says, command each member individually in battle or let them decide their own actions. They actually put that shit on the box cover. Why do you think that is? Because this is probably the #1 complaint that people had about Persona 3. You cannot manually control your allies. What the hell? Yes, I know this is not the only game that does this, but in Persona 3 FES, it is terrible. The AI is so fucking stupid. They don't do the right attacks, Yukari never heals me when I really need it, and don't even get me started on Mitsuru. She really loves to seduce her opponents. I know you can set their actions to do certain commands more often, but no, the AI in this game is still so fucking stupid. Now in Persona 3 Portable, you can indeed manually control all of your characters, and trust me, that makes a big difference. In this game, every turn counts. Remember my rant about Final Fantasy XIII? How the game automatically ends when the party leader falls? Well, you see, I made that video before I played Persona. Unfortunately, this seems to be a tradition in Persona, so I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. Yep, I have a full party of 4. I can revive them with items and spells, but if I get knocked out, oh no, the game is automatically over. Why the fuck is this a thing? I understand that Atlas games are supposed to be challenging, but this is just fucking ridiculous. Of course, a lot of people complained about this, and although they didn't completely remove this mechanic in future Persona games, they did give you a few handicaps. In later Persona games, once you level up a few social links, your party members will protect you from a fatal attack. Also note that this only works for single target attacks. Rise and Futaba will shield you from a group attack. Unfortunately, this only happens once per battle for every character, but it's still better than nothing. Unfortunately, in Persona 3 FES, there is no such thing. The fact that you can't mainly control your party members makes it even more inconvenient. So, if you're a first timer, you're probably going to get a lot of game overs, so hang in there. Definitely, the most annoying thing about Persona 3 is fusion. If you haven't played Persona 3 or the original Persona 4, in which I don't know why the fuck you would with Golden around, there's something about fusion you need to know. You cannot manually select your inherited abilities. This shit is annoying as fuck, and I cannot believe this is a thing. In this example, Provider here has Ice Boost and Mabufadine. I naturally want to inherit this on Titania. Unfortunately, in Persona 3, Titania favors healing abilities, and those things are everywhere. This makes it extremely difficult to give her the abilities that I want. Yes, I know there are loopholes like using skills that she couldn't normally learn, like physical moves and dark skills, but why the fuck should I have to go through all that? Do you have any idea how annoying this shit is? The developers, they know it's annoying. How do they know? In Persona 5, the wardens specifically say,
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
I'm giving you a warning right now. The fact that you cannot manually choose your abilities is going to annoy the hell out of you. You can expect to spend hours just trying to make one persona, all because the game did not give you the abilities that you wanted. Yes, finally, I got Ice Boost and my Mabufadine on Titania. Let's do this. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Take it easy.